All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What is going on, SHIPIT Nation YouTube station? We are back with another edition of the MLB Quick Hit video. This is the Independence Day edition of the MLB Quick Hit video. Happy 4th of July to everybody out there in this great country of America. Appreciate every one of you tuning in on this day. We have a dynamite slate, 7-gamer over on DK, 8-gamer over on FanDuel. And if you are new, make sure you hit that like button on the way in. It helps me out a ton over here. And subscribe to our station. We're fresh off a 7,000 subscriber mark. Keep it going as we head into the NFL season. But I'm excited to talk to you about this slate. But before we do, this show is brought to you by our fine partners over at Drafters. Head on over to drafters.com. Enter the promo code SHIPIT to get a 100% deposit bonus up to $100 for new subscribers. Hey, those best ball streets are locked and loaded. They're heavy right now. X is blowing up with best ball talk. And, man, it's a lot. It's early for me. It's early for your boy Ham to be talking about best ball before July 4th on X. But, hey, that's the nature of the beast with some big-time prize pools up there today. Well, let's get right into it. We're going to focus mainly on this DraftKings slate. It's a 7-gamer, as I alluded to. We got some pretty good pitchers and some pretty good matchups today. We'll go through the list just based off salary and go from there. First up, it's going to be Christopher Sanchez heading into the Windy City this afternoon. And just looking at the weather report, looks like there's going to be some rain early, so make sure you check into that. But Christopher Sanchez is in a great matchup, in a great spot today versus this Cubs team who has just been absolutely abysmal versus left-handed pitching over the last 30 and over the last 14 days as well. It gets 25% K rate over the last 30 days, going into a 34% K rate over the last 70 ABs versus lefties. They strike out in bunches. I think Wheeler got 8 last night. Obviously, he's a righty. But Christopher Sanchez, filming this the morning of July 4th, so make sure you tune in into that weather. We're about 4 or 5 hours away from the start of that game. So make sure you're tuning in to weather. But Christopher Sanchez looks to be primed, locked, loaded, and ready. Next up is going to be Mad Max Scherzer, coming back from the IL, making his 3rd start. And quite frankly, he's been dynamite, been dominant in his first 2 starts. His first start against the Kansas City Royals, just breezed past those boys who can't seem to hit anything these days. Then his next start went into Baltimore, one of the toughest places to play against that offense, and for the most part, kind of manhandled them as well. He did give up 2 earned runs, but what I was most pleased by was his pitch count was up to 77 pitches, up from 57 in his first start. So, hey, he's going to get that longer leash. He's going to get those Tatis-less Padres. The thing about those Padres, don't strike out a whole ton. I haven't really picked on them with pitchers this year, but hey, Mad Max in a league of his own, 40 years old. Hey, I was giving him some crap last time, but, man, he proved me wrong and mowed down that Orioles team, and I think he can mow down this Padres team at home as well. Next up for me, another one of those rain games. Make sure you check it out. Bailey Ober up in the Twin Cities. Really like Bailey Ober today. Should he get his full complement of 6, 7, 8 innings are probably what he was going to pitch anyway. Hey, those Tigers, they could have been on the winner last night. They hit 3 bombs out of their top 4 hitters, Green, Kelly, and Verling in the 9th inning. They were locked and loaded. My guy G. Risen and I talked about them yesterday. And hey, they were very, very helpful if you played those Tigers, which not many people did. But I think Bailey Ober can get the best of them just looking long-term at those Tigers numbers and what they've done. Hasn't been pretty for the Tigers. We were talking about that yesterday on the show. They aren't a very good baseball team, and they're hitting below 200 over the last 14 days versus righty. So I'm all over Bailey Ober should he get his matchup. Next up would be Nick the Stick Pivetta going into the fish tank to take on those Marlins. I think he can dominate these Marlins. He's got tremendous K upside. We want to see righties in this lineup for Pivetta. Does struggle a little bit with some lefties, with some lefty fly ball. But, hey, if he can get 4, 5, or 6 righties would be ideal. My guy, hey, so long, farewell to my guy Tim Anderson. He won't be in the lineup today. I've been a big fan of Tim Anderson over the last couple of years, who can't hit it out of the infield. But, hey, he's DFA'd. Won't be in that lineup today, and I doubt we ever see him on a major league roster anymore, but want to wish him well in his future endeavors. Tim Anderson, good luck to you. But this is about Nick Pivetta. Give me some Nick Pivetta to strike out those Marlins and do very well for them. Looking through the rest of these pitchers, it's a pretty gross slate. I'm going to be honest with you. There's not much down there that I would do. Michael King could be fine. I mean, I don't want to pick on that Rangers team. They don't strike out too much. Ben Lively, no thank you. The Basset Hound going up against those Astros. I don't mind the Basset Hound. He struggles really with lefty power coming off a dadgum 29 burger against those Yankees. Hey, where do the Astros hurt you? They hurt you with righty power, right? Tons of righties in there, not a bunch of lefties. So, hey, Chris Bassett may not be the worst play. Obviously, your dong just went absolutely ham last night. That would be the one lefty that we would want to worry about. But for whatever reason, if Jordan says, hey, Skip, I want to sit today out, which is highly unlikely. But if Jordan were to miss, Chris Bassett would shoot up that board for me. And then nobody really else. Jared Schuster, yeah, no thank you there. Framber, man, poor Framber, all the way down to 7.5. May not be the worst tournament play. Those Blue Jays aren't very good, but the Frankie Montas band, no thank you. So, yeah, so those guys, let me rank those guys for you. Assuming, the weather plays out, I'm going to go Bailey Ober 1. I would go Pivetta 2, Scherzer 3, Christopher Sanchez 4. Christopher Sanchez, not really known as a strikeout guy. Don't really have a high strikeout percentage. Doesn't miss a whole ton of bats. Or not enough for me to see. That's why he's down at 4. Moving on to some of my favorite stacks. I'm going to go with number 1, right? I'm going to play this as there is no weather. I'm going to go with the Twins. Kenta Maeda's not any good anymore. So give me those Twins, those Royce Lewis-less Twins. I don't think he'll be in the lineup today. But if he is, man, they're even better. But give me those Twins. Next up, we are going to go back to the Windy City. I'm going to take those Philadelphia Phillies. And they're not very popular that much anymore. Naturally so, right? You got two mashers, maybe, two all-stars, and Schwarber and Harper that aren't in the lineup. So rightfully so. They did get 3 infielders, including Bryce, in the all-star game. So congratulations to them. I still like Bohm. You got Trey Turner. You got Castellanos. So I still like this team going up against Jameson Taillon. Next up would be those Boston Red Sox taking on this Miami Marlins team, and my boy Kyle Steven Tyler looks dead up like Steven Tyler, pitches like him too. He's going to get absolutely obliterated today by this Boston Red Sox team. Give me those lefties for Boston, Devers and Duran to lead it off. Give me those guys for sure. I got 2 little lowish owned stacks. I think the Blue Jays will come low owned today, and Framber just hasn't been very good. I mean, 7,500 for Framber. Valdez is an extreme ground ball pitcher, doesn't have a lot of strikeout stuff. But I think the Blue Jays can get 5, 6, 7 runs on him today in a 7-game slate. I don't think they are the worst offense to choose from. You only have 14 to choose from. I don't think they're bad. Then my super low owned stack of the day is going to be those Chicago White Sox taking on Ben Lively. Not a fan of Ben Lively anymore. I think he is very gettable from the left-handed and the right-handed side of the plate. But yeah, so give me these White Sox today. Really like them. They went off for, I think, 8 runs last night. So yeah, give me those White Sox to get to Ben Lively early. Hopefully we could get 8 in the first 4 innings, because once you get to that bullpen, it is pretty much lights out with that bullpen. They are pretty good. Moving on to some of my hitters, my one-off and some of my value. I'm going to stay with that White Sox theme. I'm going to go with my boy Luis Robert. Give me some Luis Robert. Profiles very well versus Lively. Should be batting in the 3-hole. Really like him today. Next up is going to be My boy Cody Clemens going to the Phillies. I like Cody Clemens. Make sure he is in the lineup. I see him in the projected lineup. I think he's 5th today against Tyon. And if he is, man, oh man, he looks very nice. Give me some Cody Clemens. He's actually 6th, projected 6th. We'll see where he lines up, but I don't mind Cody Clemens, Brandon Marsh, like those two guys, but really Cody Clemens. Next up for me is going to be the Dominator, Dominic Smith. Once again, make sure he's in the lineup. I talked about those lefties with Durham Endeavors. Give me some Dom Smith down in South Florida to go yard there today. My last two are going to be Byron Buxton taking on Meta. Man, oh man, I really like Byron Buxton today. He's going to look very nice, assuming that game plays. And my home run call of the day is going to be Jose Miranda, staying in the Twin Cities. Give me some Miranda. I think I saw him in the projected. He's 5th today. Looks very nice versus Kenta Maeda. That is my home run call of the day. Put your home run call in the day as well. See if you can beat Ham in the home run call of the day. That'll do it for me over here at SHIPIT Nation. Enjoy your holiday. Be safe out there. Eat a lot of good food. Spend some good quality time with the family, but most importantly, stay safe. I'll be back tomorrow at a show, normal time, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe button, and that'll do it for me. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you at the top of the leaderboards. Good luck as always, and let's ship it.